Mabuhay! Ako po si Deborah Garcia. Hi, I'm Deborah Garcia, and welcome to another lesson where you will learn practical Filipino language in just few minutes. This is brought to us by NAC TV, the local TV channel here in Nipawang, Manitoba. We would love to hear your comments and suggestions regarding our videos, so if you have some, please write them below or you can send them directly to nactv@wcgwave.ca. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please like, share this video. This will be the last part of speech that we are going to discuss, and so the next lessons will just be focusing on conversation. So if you're ready, let's get started. Alright, the first one is sige. A lot of Filipinos would say this interjection or this expression, sige. Or you'd say, o sige. In English, it means okay. So, for example, if someone is giving his idea and you agree, and then you decided that's what you should do, then you say, okay, sige. Sometimes we say okay and then we say sige. So we say, okay, sige, or o sige. But then also we use this one when we are saying goodbye. So instead of saying goodbye, for example, you meet your friend and then you talked a bit and then you say, okay, sige. It means, all right, until we see each other again. So we also use this one, sige. It's very popular. Next one, tama. Oh, I forgot to put like exclamation points for each one, but there should be an exclamation point. So second one is tama. Tama means correct in English. So, for example, if someone said something and you know that it's correct, you say tama, or you're correct. But then we also use this, for example, if you are thinking of something and then suddenly you got an idea popped up. So you say, tama. So you use this one as well. So when you get the idea or when you are saying that someone is saying the correct thing. Tama. Tumpak or sinabi mo pa. Tumpak, yeah, it's popular, but then this one is most commonly used. Sinabi mo pa, it means exactly. So when you agree to what someone said or to someone's opinion, you'd say tumpak or sinabi mo pa. So this is what we use to mean exactly, and you agree. Siyempre. Siyempre is one of the most commonly used interjection because in English it means of course. Siyempre. Grabe. Grabe is like wow, or when you saw something grand or big or unbelievable, you say grabe. Okay, it's wow. Next one, ano ba yan? When there is an exclamation point here, when someone says, ano ba yan? It means, what the heck? Or if this is a question mark here, then it's really a legit question like, ano ba yan? What is that? It means, what is that? But if it is an exclamation point, it means, what the heck? So that's, ano ba yan? Sayang. Sayang, in English, is too bad. When you translate this one literally, sayang means what a waste or a waste, sayang. But then for expression, it says too bad, okay? Or what a waste. Next one, hoy. Maybe when you see Filipinos like on the street and then when they say, hey, when they want to call their friends, for example, we usually say hoy or uy. Actually, this is a shortened version of this one, hoy, but we use the hard vowel sound U. So we say, uy, come here, uy, how have you been? Something like that. So it's hoy. Che or he, he is not he, okay? It's soft. So he, che, it means shut up. Alright, so I'll be giving you some more examples. Here's the next batch of our interjections or expressions. So when you hear Filipinos say bad trip, he doesn't really, or he or she doesn't really mean a trip, but it means bummer. So when something doesn't go well, or you're feeling unlucky. It's same with this one, malas. When you say bad trip, malas, it means something didn't go well. So malas, when you translate it in English, it means jinx. Bad trip is bummer, but these two always go together. So it's an expression of frustration or disappointment. So bad trip, malas. Aray, it's very popular, so it's ouch. There's no other translation. So aray is ouch. Kadiri, kadiri is yuck. Tulong, tulong, saklolo. It means help. We usually use tulong. I can only, like this word here, saklolo, is only being used in movies. Whenever we watch Filipino movies, when someone needs help, they would say saklolo. But in real life, we use tulong to ask for help. And it's always like, when you get hurt, for example, you badly need help, so you would really shout, tulong, something like that. Okay? Dali or bilis, it means hurry up. Yehey, so Filipinos would say yehey, we don't say yippee. We say yehey or yes. So when we are happy, we got something that we really wanted, so we say yehey. Okay, it means yippee. This one, though these three here have question marks, but I included them in the interjections. It's an expression because when someone would say something and when you want to say really, so it became an expression. Sometimes for these questions, you don't really need an answer. It just became an expression. So talaga is really, ganon. Especially when someone said something and then it's a bit tricky, for example, or naughty, you would say, ganon. It means, is that so? Okay, so you don't really need an answer for this one, but it's a question. So I included them in the interjections list. Sigurado ka? Sigurado ka means, are you sure? So, yeah, there's no other translation. That's the exact English translation for this one. Ganon and sigurado ka. And here's the last batch of interjections that I listed. So, nge or nye, there is no English translation for this. This is really Filipino, original Filipino. There's no translation. We say this, nge or ngek. Sometimes we put K here. So, ngek or nge or nye. We say this when we expected too much about something and then it turned out boring or not so exciting, like it's a fail. So we say nge, or yeah, that's it. It's like a joke. It's not mean, but it sounds like a joke. Okay? Hay nako. When someone says hay nako, it means like in English, it's like a sigh. It's an expression of like resignation, when you surrender, when you give up on something, like especially when you explain too much and you exert too much effort and then the other person does not cooperate, for example, and I give up, something like that. So, hay nako. And this one, hala or ay, it means like when you are surprised, like when a kid falls, for example, you say, hala, or someone just got blown away, then this is what we say, hala, or ay, something like that. You get shocked. This one, pakiko, or we say pakimo. The original, this is a shortened version. The long version, or the entire expression for this one is anong pakialam ko. I'm going to write that down. Anong pakialam ko. Ano is what. Pakialam means care or concern. Ko is me. So it means, what do I care? So in English, pakiko, when it's ko, it's me. So what do I care? When it's mo, then you replace this one with mo, means you. So what do you care? So pakiko means, what do I care? Pakimo means, what do you care? It's none of your business, something like that. But when you see this one, wala akong pake. Paki here is still the same with, it's from this word. Pakialam means care or concern. So wala akong pake. Wala means nothing. Ako is me, and then pake is pakialam. It means I don't care. Wala akong pake. Alright? Malay mo. Malay mo in English means you never know. So just try. Just try. Malay mo. When you say just try, you say subukan mo. Subukan mo. Malay mo. You'll never know. It may turn out good, right? So that's what we say. This one is a very modern expression. Say, we, di nga. We. Di nga means hindi. Di here is a shortened version of the word hindi. Hindi. So, hindi nga. It means, in English, it means like, are you kidding? Or, no kidding. You're joking, right? Something like that. So, we, di nga. When you don't believe of what someone said. So, you say, we, di nga. Okay? This one, naku po. Naku po in English is, oh no. So, it's almost the same as this one. When something happened and then you got shocked. So, hala or naku po. So, it means, oh no. The last one, this one, bahala na, is like a Filipino identity. When we do something and we are not sure of the outcome and we gamble still, we still try, and we believe that we already did our best, but we get a hint that it might not come out well. So we say, bahala na. We push through. We continue doing it, though we know that there's a chance that it might not, like, go well. So we say, bahala na. In modern expression, we added someone here. So we say, bahala na si Batman. We always use Batman. So, bahala na si Batman is what we say. Filipinos are known for, like, we gamble for even with our future. It's not really a negative trait, but well, there's always a positive and a negative effect of something. So we try. We always try, even though we are not certain of the outcome. So this is a very popular expression, Filipino expression. We say bahala na, and there is no English translation for that. Okay, so here's the conversation that I prepared for today, and I used the different interjections that we learned earlier. So I'm just gonna read everything first, and then later on we're gonna analyze each sentence. We don't have to convert this one into conversational Filipino or passive voice because this is already a dialogue, so it is already in the passive voice. As you can see, there is no I. This word is not here anymore, right? So let's see. So after the job interview, there were two friends. The names are Juan and Jose. So they were talking. After the job interview, so Juan said, "Uy, pre, kumusta?" Jose said, "Grabe, pre, ang hirap ng interview." Juan, "Talaga? Bakit? Magbibigay lang naman kayo ng mga flyers." Jose, "Sinabi mo pa, sayang, mali ang mga sagot ko sa mga tanong." Juan said, "Sigurado ka? Paano mo nasabing mali?" Jose, "Syempre, hindi ako natanggap." Juan, "Ay, bad trip." Alright, so let's go through each sentence. So after the job interview, Juan said, "Uy, pre," what's uy? Like, hey, right? Uy, pre. Pre is the whole word. This is a shortened one. The whole word for that one is kumpare. Kumpare originally means, like, for example, when you have a friend and it's your friend's child's christening and you are invited to be a godfather. So each of the godfathers would call themselves kumpare. Kumpare. So these are really godfathers. But then, as time changed, it became an expression. So not kumpare anymore, it became pare. Pare means friend. And then it still got shortened. It became pre. So pre is from the word kumpare, which means godfathers, fellow godfathers. And then it became pare, which means friend. And then it became pre. So, uy pre, like, hey friend, kumusta? Kumusta is very popular, right? Like, how is it going? Or how have you been? So Jose just came out from the interview and then Jose said, grabe pre. Grabe is an expression of what? Disbelief, right? Grabe pre. Ang hirap ng interview. Interview, you'll get the clue. It's a job interview. Hirap. Hirap means difficult. So, gosh, or grabe, wow, friend, the interview is very difficult. It's mahirap. Mahirap, it's difficult. And then Juan said, talaga? It means really? Bakit? Bakit is, I already discussed this one in the past lessons that we had. So, bakit means why. Really? Why? Magbibigay lang naman kayo ng mga flyers. So, what was the job all about? Magbibigay. The job is for you to distribute flyers. So, one was asking, why? Why is it difficult? Like, the job is so easy. You're just going to give out flyers. So Jose agrees. He said, sinabi mo pa. Like, exactly. Sinabi mo pa. Sayang. Or, what is sayang again? It's like, too bad. Too bad. Mali ang mga sagot ko sa mga tanong. So, this is a long sentence. So, exactly. Too bad. Mali is wrong. Wrong. Sagot means answer. So, he answered wrong to the questions. Mga tanong. Tanong means question. So, too bad I answered the questions wrong. And then one said, sigurado ka? Sigurado? Are you sure? Sigurado ka? Paano mo nasabing mali? Paano is how? I discussed this one with this, I think. So, what, who, what, when, where, how. So, paano? Paano is how. Paano mo nasabing mali? How could you say, nasabi is say. How could you say that your answers are wrong? Mali is wrong. And then Jose said, syempre, of course, I knew it. Hindi ako natanggap. Hindi means no. Natanggap, when you translate this in English, it's received or accepted. But it means I was not hired. Syempre, of course, I know that I answered them wrong because, of course, I was not hired. And then Juan said, ay, bad trip, or that's a bummer, or yeah, jinx, or it's not your luck, it's not your day. Alright, so did you get the gist of the conversation? We are going to have some more of these as we move on to the next lessons because we are done with all of the parts of speech and now we are just going to put them into use. Alright?
So that's all for today, guys. I hope you learned something. Our next lessons would be focused on sentence construction, conversation, and paragraph writing. I still hope to see you again. Bye!